Welcome to our channel. If you love rare coins and incredible stories behind them, you're in the right place. Today, we're uncovering the most valuable one-dime coins from the USA that collectors are absolutely crazy about. You won't believe how much some of these tiny dimes can be worth. Stick around, because some of these coins could be hiding right in your own collection. Not every coin is just a coin. Among billions minted each year, some quietly slip into history, unnoticed. But sometimes, one stands apart, unexpected, extraordinary. The 1981 Roosevelt dime struck at the Philadelphia Mint is exactly that coin. To most people, it looks like any other dime, a simple 10-cent piece. But to collectors, experts, and coin enthusiasts, it's become a legend, a perfect example of rarity born from sheer preservation and chance. Since 1946, the Roosevelt dime has been a fixture in American coinage, honoring the president who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. The design is classic, Roosevelt's profile in sharp relief on the front, and on the back, a torch surrounded by olive and oak branches, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. It's a design that hasn't changed much in nearly 80 years. By 1981, the dime was made from a copper-nickel-clad metal, a shift from earlier silver coins, introduced in 1965 to meet rising metal costs and prevent hoarding. The coins produced that year were meant to be practical, used every day, exchanged in vending machines, tucked into parking meters, and passed through countless hands. More than 500 million dimes were struck at the Philadelphia Mint that year alone. Most would be beaten, scratched, dulled by everyday wear. But hidden in this mountain of coins was a rare survivor, one dime that managed to dodge the ravages of time and circulation almost entirely. This coin wasn't special because it had a rare mint mark or a visible error. No, its uniqueness came from something far subtler, its condition. It was struck at Philadelphia, marked with a small, peaked mint mark, part of a new practice started only a year earlier, and it emerged almost flawless. When this coin was submitted to PCGS, the industry's leading grading authority, it was given a Mint State 68 rating. That's a level of perfection rarely seen in business strike coins, especially dimes that were never intended to be kept by collectors but spent and lost. Mint State 68 means the coin is nearly flawless, free of visible marks or imperfections, with full original luster, razor-sharp details, and a surface that seems untouched by time. The significance of that can't be overstated. For coins made for everyday use, to survive decades without any wear or damage is almost unheard of. Most circulated coins show scratches, dings, or discoloration. Even coins pulled from mint rolls tend to have minor flaws. But this 1981 Philadelphia Roosevelt dime was virtually perfect. Look closely, and you see why. Roosevelt's hair, often a soft spot on circulated coins, shows every strand sharply defined. The torch flame glows with crisp edges, and the olive and oak branches on the reverse are clear and distinct. The edges of the coin, usually the first part to show wear, are razor sharp. The luster, a shimmering cartwheel effect, reflects light beautifully, signaling a coin struck from fresh dies and preserved carefully ever since. For collectors, this coin is a unicorn. Its story is one of luck and rarity. How did it survive? Was it tucked away in a bank roll? Kept by someone who never spent it? We don't know. But its survival is a miracle. And what's even more remarkable is that no other coin from the 1981 Philadelphia dime series has been graded MS-68. It's unique. The coin has inspired countless collectors to scour rolls and check their collections, hoping to find a similar specimen. Dealers crack open countless boxes of coins hoping to unearth another like it. But none have come close. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of perfection in the world of modern coinage. It challenges the notion that only old or precious metal coins are valuable. It proves that even the most common coins, when preserved perfectly, can command extraordinary interest. When this dime appeared at auction, it was met with intense excitement. Bidders recognized that it wasn't just a coin, it was a once-in-a-lifetime find. The competition was fierce. The bidding climbed rapidly as collectors and investors understood the rarity and significance. And finally, when the hammer fell, the final price shocked everyone. This ordinary dime, a coin originally worth just 10 cents, sold for an astonishing $79,000. $79,000. It's a staggering number for a simple dime. But it reflects something powerful: the value of rarity, perfection, and story. This coin is more than metal. It's history, it's chance, it's the magic of collecting distilled into a tiny, shining circle. So next time you hold a dime, think about this story. Somewhere in the millions of everyday coins, a perfect gem may be waiting to be discovered. It's a reminder that rarity isn't always about error or precious metal. Sometimes, it's about surviving the odds and remaining flawless through the years. Because in a world full of billions of coins, the rarest prize is perfection. And sometimes, perfection is priceless. Up next, we dive into a coin that seems ordinary but holds a story of rarity and incredible value: the 1990 Roosevelt dime struck at the Denver Mint, famously marked with the D Mint mark. At first glance, it's just your everyday dime, the kind you might find loose in your pocket or tossed in a jar at home. But behind that familiar face lies a fascinating tale of scarcity, condition, and collector passion. By 1990, the Roosevelt dime had been a cornerstone of American currency for over 4 decades. It wasn't flashy or made of precious metals, but it carried weight in history and symbolism. Millions of dimes were minted that year, flooding the market and everyday commerce. The Denver Mint alone struck hundreds of millions of these coins, making the 1990 D dime a staple in circulation. Yet, not all of these millions were created equal. While most were destined to be worn, scratched, and lost to time, a rare few survived with astonishing preservation, coins that look as if they just left the mint's press yesterday. The 1990 D dime, in particular, is notable for being incredibly difficult to find in the highest grades. That's because the Denver Mint was producing such massive quantities, and coins meant for everyday use naturally faced heavy wear. What makes the 1990 D dime so sought after isn't a dramatic error or unusual variety. It's the combination of a popular date and mint mark paired with a scarcity of examples in pristine, mint state condition. Coins graded MS-67 or higher are exceptionally rare for this year and mint. Collectors who chase modern coins often look for these gems. A coin like this isn't just about its face value, it's a snapshot of history, a perfectly preserved piece of craftsmanship that survived decades untouched. The luster shines bright, details like Roosevelt's hair and the torch on the reverse remain crisp, and there are no distracting marks or blemishes. This dime tells a story of survival. How did it avoid the countless scratches, the pocket tumbling, the endless exchanges at stores and banks? It's a mystery, but one that adds to the coin's allure. Perhaps it was tucked away, forgotten in a collector's album or hidden in a safe deposit box for years. Whatever the reason, this dime remained pristine while millions of its peers faded with use. The journey from mint to collector is a long and winding one for most coins. Many dimes see constant circulation, their surfaces dulled and details worn down by time and handling. But some coins, like this 1990 D dime, escaped that fate. The perfect preservation of this coin suggests it was never meant for spending. Maybe it was part of a mint set, or perhaps it was a lucky find in an untouched roll. Such coins are treasures for collectors, as their condition represents a fleeting moment frozen in time. Understanding the grading system helps explain why this dime is so valuable. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless specimen. The 1990 D dime in question was graded MS-68, meaning it's virtually flawless, with only the tiniest, almost invisible imperfections. To reach such a grade for a coin that was minted for circulation is incredibly rare. Most coins that survive get some degree of handling, even if light, so an MS-68 rating is a mark of exceptional luck and care. The numismatic community follows coins like these closely. Forums, auction houses, and coin shows buzz with excitement whenever an exceptional specimen appears. Dealers know the rarity and are prepared to pay premium prices to secure these coins for their clients. Serious collectors study photos of such coins under magnification, scrutinizing every detail to ensure authenticity and condition before placing bids. Over time, demand for high-grade modern coins has surged, fueled by collectors and investors alike. People are realizing that coins like the 1990 dime aren't just collectibles, they're investments, rare physical assets that tell a unique story. The rising interest in coin collecting, combined with the scarcity of high-grade examples, has driven prices steadily upward. When a truly exceptional 1990 Denver dime hits the market, it draws intense interest. Collectors understand the rarity of a mint state 68 coin from this year and mint, and they're willing to pay top dollar. Auctions often become battlegrounds where collectors and investors compete fiercely, knowing that this coin may never appear again in such perfect condition. Recently, one such coin went under the hammer, sparking fierce bidding. The competition was intense, with multiple collectors fighting for the chance to own this rare piece of American history. The bidding escalated quickly, surpassing everyone's expectations as the rarity and quality of the coin became clear to all. The auctioneer's hammer finally fell, signaling the end of a gripping contest. The final price? An astonishing $60,000. From a simple dime to a priceless treasure, this coin exemplifies how condition, scarcity, and collector passion can transform everyday objects into extraordinary finds. Coins like this remind us that sometimes, true value is hidden in plain sight. That worn coin you barely noticed in your pocket might just be the next legend waiting to be uncovered. So next time you come across a dime, especially one bearing the Denver Mint's D, take a closer look, you might be holding more than just pocket change. Moving to the next coin, we have the 1999 Roosevelt dime from the Denver Mint, marked with that small but meaningful D mint mark. To many, it might seem like just another dime, the kind of coin we casually toss into a jar or pocket change. But when you peel back the layers, this unassuming piece of metal reveals a captivating story full of history, rarity, and incredible value that has made it a prized find among collectors and numismatists. The Roosevelt dime is much more than just currency. Since its introduction in 1946, it has stood as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who guided the nation through some of its darkest hours, including the Great Depression and World War II. But beyond politics, Roosevelt's own personal battle with polio inspired the coin's design and imbued it with a message of resilience and hope. The torch on the reverse symbolizes liberty, the olive branch represents peace, and the oak branch signifies strength and independence. These are powerful symbols carried by a small coin that's been part of daily American life for generations. By 1999, the Roosevelt dime was deeply embedded in American culture. Millions of these dimes were minted at various locations, with the Denver Mint producing hundreds of millions alone. On the surface, the 1999 D dime was common and ubiquitous. Yet, as is often the case in numismatics, condition and rarity transform a seemingly ordinary coin into a treasure. Most 1999 D dimes have been handled, worn, and passed around countless times. These coins typically show the scars of circulation, dulling, scratches, and softened details. But a rare few defied this fate. These mint state survivors sparkle with the brilliance of a coin freshly struck, retaining every fine detail. Their surfaces shine with a mirror-like luster, and every line and letter is sharp and clear. Why is this important? Because in the world of coin collecting, condition is king. The difference between a circulated coin and one graded mint state 67 or higher can be enormous. And the 1999 D dime is notoriously difficult to find in these top grades. Even with millions minted, only a tiny fraction survive in such pristine condition, making these coins exceedingly rare and highly sought after. The grading process itself is meticulous. Professional graders examine every millimeter of the coin under powerful magnification, looking for any imperfections, scratches, or signs of wear. The coin's strike quality, surface preservation, and luster all factor into the final grade. Only the most flawless examples receive top grades like MS67 or MS68. These grades tell collectors that the coin is virtually perfect, with only microscopic flaws invisible to the naked eye. Imagine holding one of these coins, feeling the smooth, unblemished surface, admiring the sharp, intricate details, and knowing you are holding a piece of history preserved for over 2 decades. It's like touching a moment frozen in time. Collectors often wonder how these coins survived so well. Perhaps they were part of a mint set, preserved carefully by collectors since 1999. Or maybe they were pulled from a roll and immediately stored away, shielded from the everyday wear and tear. In any case, their survival speaks to a blend of luck and care. The rising popularity of modern coin collecting has shone a spotlight on coins like the 1999 D-Dime. Once overlooked because of their relatively recent minting, these coins are now recognized as valuable pieces that combine accessibility with scarcity. They offer collectors an exciting opportunity to own a piece of American history in near-perfect form. Over time, the value of these coins has steadily increased. Serious collectors and investors know that as high-grade examples become harder to find, demand and prices will rise. This dynamic has made the 1999 D-Dime a coveted item in coin shows, auctions, and private sales. Stories from collectors often highlight the thrill of discovery, finding a gem in a forgotten collection, recognizing the coin's potential, and watching its value grow over time. Such moments capture the heart of numismatics, reminding us that treasure can be found in the most unexpected places. So, after exploring the rich history, design, rarity, and collector appeal of the 1999 Roosevelt dime from the Denver Mint, what is its value today? This coin, when preserved in mint state condition, commands an impressive value of $42,000. This remarkable price is a testament to the power of condition and scarcity, and a reminder that even the smallest coins can tell the biggest stories. It encourages us all to look a little closer at the change in our pockets. You never know when you might be holding something extraordinary. If you enjoyed diving into the fascinating world of rare coins with me today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our daily videos. If you found this video interesting, please like and share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below telling me what coin you want to learn about next, or if you've ever come across a rare dime like this one. Your support means the world and helps us bring you even more amazing content every day.